Welcome my freckled friends, this is Jamie, and in today's video we are going to take a look at a couple of SKZ-PLAYERs featuring the Dance Route show. I had requests. I had kind of a every once in a while over on Patreon I'll do like a request post where I have a particular theme and I ask for recommendations based on that theme. So I did a performance request and then I also did a SKZ records and kind of through that players request. And so these that I will be watching come from over on Patreon, the requests that have been made. I had one for Lino's Dawn, but it's only like a minute and a half, so I figured we'll go ahead and throw in this SKZ-PLAYER from 4 years ago with Lino, Hyunjin, and Felix. So those are the two that we're going to be doing today. So let's go. We're going to start with the Lino, Hyunjin, Felix SKZ-PLAYER. Get it, dance. I'll watch that one more time. So they choreographed this. I feel like they're pretty evenly matched, which is great, especially for, well, and it makes sense for a group that dances together quite often. You know, you have your own thing that you bring to the table, but then at some point you do kind of feed off of the others and you learn from the others to kind of become an evenly matched group. But they do have different strengths, and I liked that it showed that with this routine. Because we have Hyunjin, who I feel like he's great at like the isolations and the like quick movements, which you kind of had a little bit of at the beginning, and so Hyunjin was more in the front and focused on. And then Lino is a little more fluid, I would say, with his movements, which is what we kind of get in this second part that kind of just breaks it down and slows it down a little bit. Lino, I feel like Lino is a vibe with the way that he dances. And Felix is really good with like the big movements. That was cool. So, moving on to Dawn, which just features Lino and was the one that was requested. So, let's do it. sorry, I think I've seen a little bit of this. This was in the, like a video I did a while ago. The, one of the like introduction videos. I was like, ooh, that's cool. I think it was from this, wasn't it? Even in that, which has a very like, I'm not like a dancer. I've watched dance my whole life and I very much enjoy it, and I've dabbled in a couple things. So I don't know all of the like terms that I have in my head. But all of the like tick tick tick, I feel like even though the music and even the choreography lends itself to that, he still does it very fluid, like, you know, and that's what I feel like he has very like fluid movements, that it's all connected. Whereas Hyunjin to me has very like disconnected movements. I think that's a really good thing as well, just as far as their own particular styles. His are more isolated, Hyunjin's are. Whereas Lino to me is a lot more fluid. I loved that so much. And I feel like I want to say something, but I feel like it's gonna tick people off, especially since this is YouTube. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I can see why he was a dancer for BTS. I feel like his style of dance is very similar to the style of a lot of members of BTS. And just BTS as a whole. And I know that he was a backup dancer for BTS during his like, what, late teen years. So I don't know if that did kind of influence some of his style a little bit, or if they just matched really well, if he already had kind of this style and that's why he did so well, and why he, you know, did so well and became a dancer for BTS. But I see a lot of, I feel like I see a lot of similar movements and a kind of a similar style when I'm watching Lino dance as I do whenever I'm watching BTS dance. But there we go. That was awesome. I loved that. I actually kind of want to watch it again, so we're going to watch it again. And I love the contrast. First of all, I wish we would bring back the like eyeliner. I was thinking about that the other day when I was watching like debut BTS as well, in which they were like really heavy on the eyeliner. I love that look so much, and I feel like we've moved away from it, and I don't know why. Or like the smoked out liner look, which can be done with eyeshadow. Sorry, I'm not gonna get into a makeup tutorial. I also love the color of his hair. Like a honey blonde. So good. Boo-boo. And that was choreographed by him. That's awesome. Loved it. Loved both of those. And I'm definitely, if there are more things like that, I am definitely interested in watching them. So leave that down in the comments. But that is going to be it for today's video. Remember, subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us a thumbs up. I would love to have you do all of those things. But if not, thank you so much for watching anyways. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye y'all.